Leo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Leo, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. Thank you so much for continuing to be on my channel. My channel is definitely going to be upgraded. I'm going to bring in lives to do mini readings on my channel. Trying to get people to be like talk about their gifts, stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to change. So for the better, though, I'm still going to do my readings, but everything's going to be more better. All right. So Leo, let's get started on your reading. Definitely take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So this is going to be for Leo, for their highest good. Leo, Leo, Leo. Two cards for Leo for their highest good, Spirit. Oh, my card. Wow. All right. So you have stay focused, staying focused, hold the course. Wow. So definitely really try to stay focused on everything that's going on. Even if you're busy, really try to clear your mind, to meditate. Okay, really just keep going forward and not look back, and just keep being focused. Okay. Then you have surrendering to the journey, release control. So also too, like, really try not to worry about the future. Yes, I'm not saying it like that, like don't worry about like your paycheck or anything like that. I'm saying like stop trying to figure out what you're going to do like 5 years from now or 2 years from now or what's going on. Just be in the moment. Stop trying to let everything come in. Let everything just fall into place. Okay, because it will. And go with the changes that are coming in. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Leo. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo, 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 Leo. One card for the current. This is for Leo, Spirit, for their highest good. This is for Leo. Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Oh, okay. Here you go. Situation. One for the past or now. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. And you came into your own reading, Leo. Hello. And then one for the outcome. Wow. Okay. So definitely things are going to balance out for you. I feel like your intuition is very high. I feel like at times, though, you don't see too clearly. And it's okay. You just need to keep going. Okay. Trust your intuition, you guys. I feel like you're making plans. There could be traveling here for you. Definitely find your courage and your confidence. Really have patience for everything that's going on. And you are definitely on the right path, okay? So you start off with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she's talking about seeing very clearly. She stands her ground. She speaks her truth. Maybe there's something here that you need to speak about, how you're feeling, what you're doing, maybe you need to see the truth or something like that. But we'll see what the other cards say. Really, you're very strong-willed. And I do feel like you are like the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're very strong-willed, very dominant. You know what you need to do. You do have the Empress card here. I feel like you just need to really appreciate everything that you have, big and small. Feel like you, enjoy the abundance that's around you. I feel like there's a nurturing energy around you, or you could be this nurturing energy. Wow. I also feel like there's some kind of abundance trying to come in. I feel like there's a motherly energy here also. You do have the Hierophant here for the past or now. I do believe it's now. I do feel like you are definitely searching for answers. And you are looking for answers. I feel like you are very divinely guided also. You have the Nine of Swords for the for what's hidden. The Nine of Swords is definitely talking about you being in your mind a lot. Could be worried about someone, or you could be worried about what's going on around you. We'll see. You have the Eight of Wands here for the hopes and fears. The Eight of Wands is definitely talking about, you know, messages going forward. Really a lot of fast movement here. You know, maybe you want things to come in and change and hurry up and change, something like that. There's going to be a lot of fast movement coming through though. You have the Fool card. The Fool is talking about what you need to do now. They have the Fool card. There is a new path here, a new beginning. So definitely new experiences coming through. Then you come into your Strength card here, Leo, on something that you need to work on. You know, really find your courage and your confidence to do what it is that you want to do. You know, remember, all it takes is just one thing. You're never going to find out until you do it. Okay. So really find your confidence to do the things that you need to do. You know, I always look at it like this, that, you know, you find your courage, your confidence, you know, I always see it as, okay, well, all they can say is no. And all they can say is they can turn you down. They're not going to go and whip you or anything, you know, and it is what it is, you know, you just go back, try again, keep trying until you do it. And then you have the Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles is definitely talking about, you know, you keeping everything balanced, really taking it easy. You feel like there's a decision that you can be contemplating. So let's see what's going on, Leo. Take what resonates with you, Leo, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo, 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 Leo. All right, Leo. Whew. Okay, Spirit, this is for Leo for their highest good. Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here for Leo? Oh, one more card. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, like I said, you know, you do have the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords is definitely talking about, you know, maybe speaking your mind, you know, not being afraid to speak your truth, to be yourself also. Like, don't be afraid to be yourself. I don't know why, you know, you don't need to be shy about who you are, you know, what you're doing. You know, be out there. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Who cares? You know, this is your life, nobody else's. Okay. This is your thing, your unique way. So just remember that. I also feel like you're starting to see very clearly now, but I do feel like you're in your, I feel like you're in your emotions a lot. I feel like you need to leave your emotions behind. Like, try not to put your emotions on making decisions on what you're doing. Especially decisions, because I do feel like you still have a lot of disappointment here. There's some kind of disappointment that has happened in your life. Some kind of decision that you're still regretting about, like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have gone this way, and I feel like you still hold on to it. I feel like you need to start focusing on things, okay? Because remember, you know, not everybody is out to hurt you. Not everybody is the same. You know, people could just be like really evil, and they're, get away from them. It's all you need to do is get away. But you know, really leave the disappointment behind, or the regret, okay? Because I feel like there are times when you're just not seeing things clearly enough, you know. And the Queen of Swords, she does see things clearly. You know, for some of you guys, you are seeing very clearly, but for everybody else, you know, there are times when you don't see clearly. And I feel like you need to really, really clear your mind. You know, maybe you need to go within. Maybe you need to meditate more. But really leave that disappointment behind. You do have the Seven of Wands here. I feel like you need to stand your ground and stand up for yourself, you know, and stand up for who you are. I do feel like, you know, to believe in yourself. I feel like, you know, you could also be, you may also need to be putting boundaries around you. Could also feel like, you know, maybe you could be pushing people away, or you're being pushed away in some kind of way. But really let other people help you, really set boundaries around you, and really stand your ground. Because I do feel like there's somebody here that needs to really stand their ground, really stand up for themselves, you know, because these two cards right here, this is like stand your ground, and I'm not gonna take any of your BS, you know. So really be careful, and also to try not to do it in a violent way. Just stand your ground. You don't have to like cuss or anything. Just do it right. Um, you do have the Empress card here. And why is the Empress here for Leo? Oh, okay. Wow, this is nice. All right. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, oh, nice. Okay. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, I do feel like okay, well, let's start off with the Empress card first. Okay, so with the Empress card here, there's a loving energy here around you, and this is probably you here. I feel like you got to put your energy into something that you're going to like, something that's going to make you happy, something that you want to put out there. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of growth. You've learned a lot from a lot of things that have been going on in your life. You know, you need to start nurturing yourself. Okay, really start nurturing yourself. Really start working smarter, and really focus on the abundance around you. And what I mean by that is, you know, really be grateful for everything that's going on. You know, that you have a place to lay your head, that you have a place to come home to, that you have a car or you have money in your pocket, you know, little stuff like that. Really be grateful. Really enjoy the little, the abundance that you have around you. I do feel like there's a mother figure for somebody here that's very close to them, and I feel like they're still very close to you. You may have lost them in a grief or death or, you know, something going on, but I feel like the energy is still with you. You know, there's a loving motherly energy here, and it's beautiful. I can feel it. I also feel with the Nine of Cups here that I feel with the Nine of Cups that definitely, you know, you are very independent and you do know how to do things, you know. But you need to find your confidence. You know, you need to find your confidence and your courage and really be more flexible with things. Like, be open to anything that could come along. You know, you may be doing one thing and then something all of a sudden just comes in and you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't expect that. You know, when you get things like that, that's like the door opening for you to try it. Okay, so really look at that. Be more flexible, you know, really find your courage to try to do different things, you know, because you just never know. And really put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. You know, I can't express that enough. Focus on what you want to put out there. Really trust yourself. You know, stop second guessing yourself also. And then with the Ace of Cups here, I do feel like you have a lot of love, a lot of, you know, compassion. You know, I do feel like you have that because it's here. You know, I feel that here. I do feel like I said, you know, definitely, I feel like you, okay, so I feel like you need to really try to keep your emotions out of you making decisions. Okay, really keep your emotions separate from making your decisions. Okay, that's something that keeps coming up right here. I feel like you need to put your creative energy into something, like I said, happy. Okay, so whatever it is that you're trying to do or you want to do it for yourself that is going to make you happy, Leo. Okay, you have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is definitely talking about searching for answers. And you are, you know, maybe you've been closer to your spiritual side, you know, looking at religion, traditional values, stuff like that, you know, and just taking a look at it. And I feel like you're getting closer to it. I feel like you've been looking for answers, and I feel like you're going to find it. I also feel like you're very divinely guided. The divine is here for you because there is a motherly energy here that is always by your side. My goodness, they're like saying, if you know a female that's close to you, that was close to you, that has passed away, there is definitely, the energy is here. Okay, because I feel it. You also have the Nine of Swords here, and this is now the answers. The Nine of Swords is here. Why is the Nine of Swords here? One more card. Wow. So you do have the Nine of Swords, and you definitely are, you're definitely in your mind a lot. You know, you've been thinking about everything that's been going on, you know, everything that has happened. You know, not only are you thinking for yourself, but you're thinking about other people. And I feel like you need to shift that aside, okay? Really try to leave the worry behind because you don't need that. You don't need to be um, worried about anything because you need to trust that the divine has your back, that God will take care of you, that everything will work out. No matter what, even if you feel worried or don't know what to do, there's going to be a solution of some kind, okay? Um, you have the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like there's messages coming in. I feel like you could be learning something new and something long term. And I feel like you have been learning a lot. I feel like you've been learning new things also for some of you guys. And I also feel like there's going to be financial opportunities for you. Definitely you're learning something long term, something new, which is very nice. Yeah, King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is definitely talking about you do know how to handle things. You do know how to handle everything that comes towards you. You know how to just really try to keep your emotions very balanced. Okay, like really don't be mean to people. Don't be snapping at them. Don't be harsh with them. Really watch your words on how you're communicating with other people. Okay, because people do listen to you. People really enjoy your company because you are a Leo. And Leos are they're very bright. They're happy go lucky, but they hide their feelings, but sometimes they get to that place where like, what, really be careful on how you're speaking to people, okay? Or you're communicating. You have the Eight of Wands here. And why is the Eight of Wands here? One more card. Very nice, very nice. So, you do have the Eight of Wands. You start off with the Eight of Wands for the hopes and fears, and things are going to start moving very fast for you. There's unexpected change, unexpected message coming in, so be ready. But definitely moving forward. I feel like you're going to be moving forward from this Five of Swords, which was keeping you behind, making you frustrated, making you angry. Definitely leaving that behind. So I'm glad. And you're moving towards this Ace of Pentacles, which is a new path, new beginning. I feel like there's financial opportunities here for you. I feel like has new projects. I feel like this is a new beginning for you. You just got to go through this little path right here, and you'll see it. But there's still a lot that you're doing that you have to deal with, and that's that worry and the communication and making decisions and finding your courage. That's part of the healing process that you are definitely going through. Really live in the moment, you guys. Be in the moment. And stay focused on everything, okay? Try not to be disconnected on things. You have the Fool card here for what you need to do now. Why is Fool here for Leo? One more card. Wow, look at that. So definitely you are on this new path, new cycles coming in. So just know that something has ended in your life. It could have been a relationship, a career, could have been somebody that has passed away very close to you. And I do feel like it was very painful. But with it being very painful, even if we feel it like it's so painful, like you don't want to think about nothing else. Just know that that is your new path. That when something ends, something begins, and it's going to take you somewhere better because you do have the Sun card here. And the Sun card is talking about joyful days, feeling the nice warm sun on your skin, being happy again, smiling. It is painful, but you're going to keep going with life no matter what, okay? Because that's just the way it is. And I do feel like you're going to move forward because, it's been hard and I feel it. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And then you also have the Strength card, which is your card, Leo. Let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay. So, this is something that you're going through. I do feel like there was a lot of things that you may not have seen. Maybe you felt stuck at some point in your life. Maybe you felt like you couldn't move forward. Or maybe you feel like that now. Maybe you feel like, oh, I can't do anything about it. I can't move forward. I feel like I'm stuck. And this girl, you clearly see it here. She can move forward. She can untie the rope. She can even like take off that blindfold, but she chooses not to. She wants to stay in the same place, and they're asking you, find your courage, find your confidence. You know how to do this. You know how to move forward. You're a Leo. You don't stay in the same place. You don't let nobody drag you down or bring you down. Yes, this ending was painful. Yes, it did hurt because it shows that you are hurting. But you have to see that there is still light there. You still have to see that, you know what? Life goes on. Life is going to continue to go on when you're ready to go on. Nobody's saying that, okay, well, it doesn't mean anything. It does mean a lot. It does. That's why I'm saying, when you're still going to see the light, you're still going to start feeling better, but you need to find your courage and your strength to continue to keep going, not to just sit there in this be sad day in the dark, day and night, day and night. It's not meant for you to do that. It's meant for you to, like, okay, this is an ending. Okay, it didn't work out. Okay, it happened. Things happen in life, but you're going to be okay. You're going to move forward. You're going to find your strength. You're going to find your courage, and you're going to find your confidence to continue to keep going, to do the decisions that you're going to need to make. To feel that brightness, to see the light, because nothing is going to keep you down. And that's something you need to work on. You have the Two of Pentacles here. And why is the Two of Pentacles here for the outcome? Oh, my card. Things have changed a lot for you, and you are going to change. You have changed with it. But there are breakthroughs coming in. There is new path. This is a new path. You have 3 cards here. 4 cards that say, 5 cards that say there is this new path, this door that's going to open. So the sun is going to shine on you, definitely. Really take it easy, okay? Really make your decisions very, very clearly, communicate better, and very slowly. Don't rush on anything, okay? Take your time with everything that's going on. You will get to this point. Even if you think that you won't, you will. All right, so Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless. If this reading resonated with you, please subscribe. And thank you for watching.